It is Monday, September 28th. We are almost done with this month. Goodness gracious, it went fast. Anyways, a couple announcements. This October 3rd, this Saturday, and I'll announce it again, I have a guest coming on to my channel. Her name is Cindy from Soul Print Intuitive Tarot. And so we're going to go live, and that's going to be fun. So if you haven't checked her out, please go check her out. She's from Canada. All right. So this morning I'm going to do a grand tableau on that Amy Coney Barrett. This is the nominee for that Trump is trying to ram through as fast and as hard as he can. So she is actually she's a lawyer, of course. She is from the appellate court. And she was born January 28th, 1972, the exact birthday of my brother, which is interesting. She has 7 children. Good Lord, she was a broodmare. And she went to college, university. She went to Notre Dame. Let me see if there's anything else interesting about her. She hasn't been there for very long. She really hasn't been there for very long. She doesn't have enough experience at all in the job that she is doing right now. I don't see any dirt or anything like that, but I'm sure somebody will come up with something. But anyways, I'm going to do a grand tableau on her. Make her the main woman, and we'll see where everybody else shows up and see what is going on with her. Okay. Anybody that, thank you. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I am so grateful that you have stopped by and you liked what you heard and you subscribed. So that means a lot. If anybody hasn't, let's see, where's my box? This is a grand tableau. I'm using the Mystical Kipper cards. I use the really small ones because I like them. They fit on my table really well. And I do 9 across and 4 down, and then I start reading the associations. With Kipper cards, you get more intuitive. They're a little different from the Lenormand. The Lenormand, there's really no intuitive reading to them, so I have a hard time with them. But with these guys, they leave you up to intuitive. I also read inverted with them. It gives me a little bit more information. 1, 2, 3... She's right here. So she already showed up at top and then the middle, which I like. Here's 45. The other main person, which is her husband, is right here. White House. Ooh, it's so far, far away. Okay, so she's right here. False person is right next to her. High emotions, of course, high emotions, and then she has the military person and court. High honors is over here. Receiving a gift, which is the nomination. Unexpected money, it doesn't look like she gets it because the unexpected money is inverted. So is the receiving of the gift. It's also inverted. So there's really some struggle there. False person, Sad news is also inverted. Good lady is inverted. And then we have happy, great happiness is over here, which is right side up. We also have a long ways away. This one right here is usually the Putin or the Russian card is also inverted. So I don't know if she's connected. But I can't make this stuff up, people. 45 is next to the little child again. Weird. And the reason why that is significant is because there's in my cards and in my Kipper cards, a little child, an illegitimate child has shown up next to 45 almost every single card spread. Whether I'm doing it on him or with somebody else who he is, involved in. A little child has always done that, has always showed up right next to 45. It could mean a few things. Short illness is also, and the bereavement is also next to 45. Gloomy thoughts, his stress. His thoughts are gloomy. His thoughts are gloomy thoughts. What about the little child meeting with Russia? Short illness and bereavement is right here. Now, her husband, which I was wondering, is not next to her. He's actually upside down. He's closer to 45. Now, this is interesting. We need to do a little bit of research, but I think her husband, is who is friends or connections with 45, not her. Because expectations and husbands right here. So she's here, long ways away, which is Russia, but expectations and her husband. Next to bereavement, next to 45. Let's see the read going forward. I mean, she has court all around her. She has court person, court here. But the White House is really out of her reach. It's right here. Living room, her home life. See, her husband's here. Rich girl is inverted. Military person. Receiving a gift, court, success in love, and living room. So this is her home life with her husband. There's also bereavement and gloomy thoughts. His line is really weird. It's all upside down except for I'm trying to find it. Except for this one, gloomy thoughts. It is all inverted. That's not going very well. Rich girl might be just either an affair or gaining a lot of money. Rich girl, grief of an anniversary. Yeah, their marriage card is also inverted right here. They're not doing very well in their marriage. It didn't really bring up a whole heck of a lot other than her husband is more connected with 45 than she is. The reason why, she just shows up out of the blue. Right now, there's not much dirt on her because she has high honors next to her. But false person, high honors, and big emotions. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, I'm going to do a grand tableau when she gets closer. It doesn't look... So here she is, and here's the White House. So I don't see... Cord is inverted. I don't see her going in. I don't see it. Even her unexpected money and theft right here, I mean, it's inverted. I don't see work occupation in the White House. I don't see, it's a long stretch. It's going to be a struggle for her. Whatever happens, it looks like it gets blocked. Something doesn't go well at all. Nothing in these cards says that she's going to be, even when it gets to great happiness, there's inverted, nothing goes well. And the change is inverted. Yeah, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look well. But I really want to dive deep into her husband and see what's going on there. That's the connection. All right. Very cool. See what develops out of that. We'll see what happens. Oh, goodness. My cards are exploding with energy. How weird, huh? All right, let's put these away. I want to do a spread on. I asked Scott and Danny Shea yesterday to do, in the live, I asked them to do an overall reading on the government and how they feel about what's going on. So I'm also going to do the same thing and see what I get. An overall reading on how the government feels right now and what they plan on doing around the election and things like that. You know, because they all get to vote too. They all get to vote too. So, let's see what's going on. I wonder if they're done. They're fed up. The overall energy of the government right now. The overall energy of the government. Did you see the clips of Lindsey Graham begging on Fox News? They hate my guts. Nobody's putting any money into my... Oh, those are the small things that make me just, laugh. You poor little thing. All right, let's do the overall energy of the government. What is going on with that? Seeing how I feel the shift. I really, truly feel the shift. I know it doesn't sound, but I just have it. I just have it. All right, let's see what's going on. First one up, wealth and happiness. Government. Always going to have the money. The wealth and happiness. Family ties. Things like that. What it goes over top of it. Ugh. The Five of Pentacles shows up with no assistance, giving up. Interesting. Giving up what, Spirit? Withdraw. Defend your territory. Public recognition. Six of Swords. Also moving on from turbulent waters. This card right here is the best card that we can get in this spread because it says moving on from turbulent to calm. They are done. They are done with the chaos. They're done with the craziness. They're done with everything. The overall feel of another withdraw card. Another withdraw card, meaning that they're withdrawing from whoever is at the top. That he's losing his support just left and right. The collaboration. Withdraw from the collaboration. The Knight of Wands. News travels home. in home or work. Let's see, goal-oriented. This is really a goal-oriented man. He is off to battle and he's focused. So they're very, very focused. What are they focused on? Dishonest, biased, caught up in the red tape. They're very focused on that. They're very focused on trying to out him, which is good news. New financial enterprise, which is the 11th card, and the 12th card is Hangman, which is guilty conscience. Like, we did this. This is a really good card. The guilty conscience. The Republican Party is getting to the point where, like, we did this. We allowed him to stay. We made the mockery. We had a chance to save our government, and we didn't take it. So they're starting to feel that guilty conscience of that. Not all of them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's Lindsey Graham's all over the place, in the Republican Party. But in general, this is it's coming up. Is that guilty conscience is coming up. So, interesting. Very interesting of the overall, energy of the government. They are up there. They're in, if you agreed to 45 or you did anything to help him stay, that's right. You should be feeling guilty. You are responsible too. All the people who want to vote for him again. I mean, voting for him the first time, really, what could we have done, right? But everybody that has not walked away thus far, separated themselves from him, yeah. You're part of the problem too. All right, who shall we do next? Let's see what's going on. I want to do the overall. That was the overall of the government. That means all parties involved. So let's do Republicans. I haven't done these in a long time. The Republicans, and then we'll do Trump's base. Let's see, because, I want to separate them. The reason why is because I want to see what the actual the government Republicans, the people who are in government. I want to do that one. See what we can get out of that. It might be the same thing, but we'll see. Let's say, so this is the Republicans, where they're talking about success, prosperity, hope, love, joy. So this was the Republicans in there when they got in, and what they were hoping and expecting, and who they were supposed to be when they got into government. But lack of foresight, obstacles, long-term goals, delay, unable to complete, overwhelmed by demand. So this is an inverted with and this is my tarot cards with keywords from, I got them off of the website Etsy. And they really help to put some more in depth. So pain, loss, and grief. This is what is their undercurrent right now of the Republicans and the government. Pain, loss, and grief. The world is watching. The world is watching. They wanted the success and the fulfillment, but literally they know that they wanted it all. They wanted to take over, to be there and all that. The world is watching. Coming into this is unfair, dishonest, and biased. That's what they thought that they were coming up against with the Democrats, where they were like, everything's bad, everything's, they treat it as bad. Let's see, going forward is being paid your worth. I guess there was a lot of money in the Republican. Oh, not no more. Not no more. This represents the Republican government right now. Whoever's in the Republican Party in the government side of it, not the base. Financial, material hardship, lack of stability and unemployment, and missed opportunity. This is Yeah. Yeah, they loved their party. So this is right here, the financial loss and hardship of their party. Their party, and they know it. They know that their party is taking a hard hit. Memory loss, misfortune, Ace of Swords right here, inverted. Ace of Swords inverted, which is confusion, memory loss, misuse of power. They're realizing how much misuse of power that they have exhibited and that what they have done. The Six of Cups, which is childhood memories. They wish they could go back to what they used to be. Go back to a point where they were respected, because they know that they're not respected anymore. The covers have been ripped off, and you have been exposed, and the world was watching while that happened. We also have, as the 11th card, is the poor leadership. Poor leadership. And then, of course, we have the Ten of Swords, which is the misfortune, pain, the Ten of Swords. Their party is being, let's take this card literal, right? They're each sword in their back. One by one, they're feeling it. Each and every sword in their back. We're feeling it one by one by one. So I don't feel sorry for them. Don't get me wrong. They agreed to whatever they were doing. So, hey, get what you get when you do what you do. Coffee. It's the only way to live in the morning. Okay. Now let's do his base and see if all of the other people who see what's going on, see if he's losing a lot more of his base. And I'm talking about his base that are not in a government position. Okay, so just know that it's his loyalty people who are out there driving around in great big old huge trucks with Trump signs and flags, and I fly a great big old huge flag right next to my Biden sign, so they know that not the only people that are not flying flags are Trump supporters, that we all are Americans. Yes, I do that. So that they know. Keeps them confused, I suppose. They think that they know everything, and then all of a sudden I throw a monkey wrench into the situation. Let's find out about Trump's crazy base, who are not grounded in reality. I think they really do want him in there now out of revenge. Like, they have dug their heels in out of revenge and out of just pure stubbornness. That they want to be right. They want to be right. They have to be right. They want to be right. There's a lot of pain in having to be right all the time. Ooh, disconnect, boredom, and apathy. That's a good sign. Like, they have all these choices, and they're trying to force feed another choice, but I think a lot of them are not going to. I heard somebody that is in my building who works, and he said something about being so frustrated about it. He goes, you know what? I probably won't even vote, and he's a Trump supporter. And I thought to myself, yay, please don't vote. I think maybe that's where they're getting to, is they don't want nothing, then they're just going to end up not voting. That's interesting. 5 of it's challenge and status quo. Challenging the status quo. That's why they're doing it the most, is they're challenging the status quo. They want to go against. I have a friend who she if there was a situation, she will always be on the opposite side of the argument. If there is a right way to do it, if there's a way over here, she's going to be over here just to cause friction. That's her natural way of doing it, and this is what they're doing. They're going to choose Trump just to cause friction. They will always be on the argument side. The Queen of Cups, intuitive, creative visioning, new romance, new horizons. It does mean that a lot of them have dropped off. a lot of the wishy-washy ones have dropped off. And then the Ace of Wands is poor timing, delay, needing to adjust and rethink. Yeah, I think all of the people who were kind of wishy-washy about it from the get-go they're dropping off fast. Beware of deceit and betrayal. That's coming into the situation. Beware of deceit and betrayal. Queen of Swords, bitter cover-up and hurt. Delay the message. Trip canceled. There's that trip canceled again. I think we figured out that trip canceled may be his inauguration. That trip canceled. Because the impulsiveness, the hasty, and addictions canceled. The Ace of Pentacles, which is opportunities and new job. Hey, ooh. The Devil shows up. So the Devil shows up in the Spirit. It's like the Spirit is telling the people, his base, who he is. And it's just being so blatant to them. I'm not talking the hardcore base, the white supremacy that's their only outlet is 45. I'm pretty sure there's a shrine somewhere that they have put. But anyways, the failure, the Devil, and what is the outcome? So, the King of Swords, which represents 45. So nothing getting up to 45, the Fool. So this is the 11th. So they know that he's a fool. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is down to earth and motherly. So they're coming back down off of their soapboxes. They're coming down off motherly and grounding. They're coming down off of their soapboxes. That's pretty good. That's good. Yay. All right. What time is it? I'm going to throw a couple of cards on 45, see what the demon's up to today. And then I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Past, present, and future. And see what's going on with 45 today. See what his Monday is going to look like. Ooh, petty conflict, bickering, and irritable. Gosh, I'm so shocked about that. Ooh, we have greed, hoarding, and miser. Jeez. And the Magician. Okay, so he's going to create some more bickering and irritability. He's just going to add to the flame today. And greeding and hoarding and misery. So he's always after that. And then the Magician. So it's all lies. So he's amping up his lies. He's amping up what he's doing. Let's see what else. Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's all about the 45 and the his base. Greed, paying off his family so that he can get what he needs. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is under the Magician, which is avoiding responsibility, taking on too much, buckling under pressure, and giving up. Woot. Give up, 45. Give up. Give up, because it's only going to get worse. All right, everyone. You have a great Monday. Thanks.